Hello, my name is Daniel. I'm a professional photographer. I've spent the last 6 years travelling Australia and decided to start a YouTube channel to document my future adventures. How are we all today? So, I've got the afternoon off. I'm going to go on a bit of a golden hour photo mission. Gonna find some cool trees in paddocks and I'm gonna shoot them and get some really cool landscape photos. And I thought, you know what, I'm gonna video it. I got my drone, I got the camera, I got the GoPro, I've got everything all sorted. So, well, let's see what we can make happen tonight. So I know I said that I wanted a tree with no leaves, but I found this really cool one just here. It's actually two trees that are like, I'll show you in a second. It's pretty cool, but I gotta move on because I didn't actually think that the sun is going to get eclipsed by the when I say mountains, Victorian mountains, not very big mountains, and then we're going to lose that golden light. So I got to get set up right now and I'll show you what my composition is going to look like. Also, here's the tree, so that should look pretty cool. Okay, so I got the camera set up. I'm using my Sony a7 III with 28-75, my go-to for everything except for landscape normally, but we want a bit of compression in this one. So this is what our composition looks like, and I've got my settings at ISO 100, f13 and 1/20th of a shutter. So basically what I do is put f13, focus on my subject, and then I keep my ISO as low as possible so the image quality is good, and then I just adjust my shutter speed to what it needs to be. There's no wind or anything, so we can literally shoot at whatever and it shouldn't matter. So that's how I shoot shots like this, and I'm going to take a few photos now and we'll see how they turn out. Another tip, whilst using a tripod, it's actually really handy with the slower shutter speeds, to use a timer, because if you're doing a slow shutter and you grab the camera, press the shutter, it wobbles. At a slower shutter speed, you'll get wobbly, blurry stuff. So I set a 2-second timer. And that's how you get nice, sharp, long exposures, especially if your tripod isn't set up super good, and like, I'm in a bit of a rush, so it's not set up that well. It's all right. Sketchy's fun. Sketchy works. So landscape photography is a bit of a different process to a lot of the photography that I do. What I normally do is I get set up like I am now. This is the one shot that I want to get tonight. So what I'll do is I'll leave this like this. I should barely have to change my settings. And I just take photos until the light gets worse. So then I can go through 100 photos or however many photos I take, and then I can just choose that one photo. It's a very slow going process compared to like portrait photography, where I may take 400 or 500 photos of 400 or 500 different things. But that's just the best way to take landscape photos. And if the shot that you're taking isn't working, you can move, but I find just finding a good shot, getting there early is key. Get there like half an hour early. I'm a little bit later than I normally would be, but get early, set up, predict what's gonna happen, and then get your shot. If it's not gonna work how you want it, you can move. You might have to move, but that's the best way. If you're just like rock up late and just scramble to find a composition, it's stressful and it doesn't work. It doesn't. You'll miss shots and it's heartbreaking. So I'm getting my shot now. I think the best of the light has passed, but we got some really cool shots. Then what I'm going to be able to do is just go through all those images and I'll find the one that I really like and I'll edit it. So landscape is a very slow, tedious process compared to something like portraits, where you're just taking a million photos and you move people and stuff. This is like you've got the one subject in the one spot and you just wait for that light to come down, their colors to change, the light to reflect off the grass and do all that stuff, and then you're done. Like as I'm speaking right now, the sun is just eclipsing on that horizon, which is hills here, so it's actually about half an hour earlier than I normally like get these golden shots, and that's it. So I thought I'd just fly the drone and get a quick shot of me like backlit and taking cool photos of this like sunset with this tree, and I just crashed my drone. It wasn't too bad, it was only into that little branch up there and it's fallen. And now I think my gimbal is doing strange things and I don't know if I can fix it. I really shouldn't be trusted with a drone. No tree is safe. Alright, so I've got all my photos, I'm all packed up and ready to go home. I'm really happy with the composition I found. The two trees next to each other that are like, they're almost like joined like a hedge, and the golden light like reflecting off the grass and everything. It looked really cool. So I'm gonna chuck those on the computer, give them a bit of a edit, just a light edit. It won't need much, and I'll show that final image to you guys. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with it, I reckon. Yeah, crashed the drone. Nothing new there. Hopefully I can get that sorted soon, but anyway, yeah, so I'll show you guys the finished photo at the end of this video and I hope you guys like it.